Under the vast canopy of azure blue sky, over the expanse of shimmering waterscape, extends the ancient water city of Shaoxing. Approaching Shaoxing, you are entering the vista of history and savoring the rich variety of the local customs and traditions. As early as 2,500 years ago, Zhejiang established the capital of his Yue kingdom here, and Fan Li had 3 city gates built into the rampart over water. The middle lake, developed in the Han Dynasty by Governor Ma Zheng, has since turned the salty wasteland into a rich water town, benefiting generations to come along. Deuce Gate and Yin Gate today still remind people of their grandeur of old. Tiers of buildings and battlements dominate the surrounding. Towering rampart overlooks the fosse, and waves lap the vermilion city gates. Riding a barge around the fosse in the evening, you will be fascinated by streams of colorful light cascading into the fosse from the dominating city towers. The barge seems to be gliding across the galaxy in a wonderland. The best way to enjoy the waterscape of Shaoxing is to ride a barge around the fosse. Along the river, willows and poplars wave to you to relax on expanses of lawn dotted with pavilions on terraces. Zigzagging paths continuously lead you to new wonders of stelaes, porches, corridors, railings, and bridges decorated with flowers. The eastbound, the Middle Lake Garden, the Water Control Square, the Botanic Garden, the Waste Park, the Zhejiang Garden are bright pearls sparkling along the crystal-clear river. Thousands of households linked by a network of zigzagging lanes. Hundreds of streets connected by bridges over sinuating rivers. Inside the urban area of Shaoxing still flow 12 rivers, running in total 31 kilometers, open to navigation by small boats. Seeing the shuttling boats on rivers along the city streets, you get to catch the spatial features of the water town south of the Yangtze River. Numerous bridges connect in the ancient town. Homestays stroked gently by rivers along. Today, the urban layout still features the pattern of a river running along a street or between 2 streets or just between rows of homestays. Rivers invite bridges. In this bridge town of Shaoxing, you can find bridges of various structures: arch bridges, level bridges, ski bridges, long bridges, pavilion bridges, covered bridges, footpath bridges, zigzag bridges. The Split Bridge, built in the Northern Song Dynasty, is the oldest flyover bridge in China. The Fan Inscription Bridge is the spot where Wang Xizhi, the greatest calligrapher in the Jin Dynasty, inscribed the fan for an old lady. Plum Blossom Bridge tells the story about how Lu Yu, a great poet in the Song Dynasty, composed the beautiful poem chanting plum blossoms. You can go aboard at the pier of the Long Bridge and ride along the river through the Peace Bridge, the Split Bridge, the East Double Bridge, the Lu Bridge, and the Merging Bridge. At some sections, the river runs parallel to one street, yet at other sections, the river flows between 2 streets. The houses along the way have white walls and black tiles. Residents exchange gossip while doing washing at the riverside, laughing merrily. all remain the same of the history, and has been a typical scene in the town. Sometimes you can still catch a charming sight like this. From the attic of a small house on the river, a basket is lowered into a small boat docked at the steps leading to the river, and the boatman loads the basket with fresh cabbages, fish or shrimps. The housewife in the attic pulls up the basket, and when the basket is done for the second time, the boatman collects the money from the basket for the food he has put into it. Such is the old folkway in the water town of Shaoxing. Changqiao Street is an ancient one paved with slates along a river. Both sides of the street are lined with old shops in styles of the Ming and Qing dynasty. Walking along the street is a trip back in history. You can re-experience the prosperity of Kangchen period of the Qing dynasty, and the scenes of the late Qing emperor and the early republic come back to life. Feel like for a drink? Go into a tavern. In a merry mood? Why not drop in the opera house, where the local music of Shaoxing chants, Yue opera or Lotus melody are performed in turn. The Museum of Local Arts brings you into contact with the local folk arts. Changqiao Street today relives the life of Shaoxing yesterday and carries the traditions of Shaoxing far into tomorrow. Another unique scene in Shaoxing is the jet-black gates of the mansions built along streets. Entering the second door of a mansion, you will find yourself in a courtyard with a well. Camphor and laurel trees give nice shades, and flowers of bonsais of different styles add taste to the courtyard scene, where the residents like treat guests to cups of fragrant tea while chatting, playing chess, or discussing about essays. In the old time, people of the same clan usually dwelled in the same mansion. Now such a mansion is often shared by different families living in harmony and supporting each other. You come to the East Lake, which is a natural giant bonsai of water and hill. Caves chiseled into hillside harbor ponds, and ponds lead to more caves. Causeways linked with the peach and willow trees sinuate below cracks girdled by crystal clear water. Riding a boat into the cave water, walled in by steep cracks, you look up to see only a small opening of blue sky far above, and you find yourself just a tiny dwarf at the bottom of a deep well. Riding a boat with a black canopy to start from the East Lake, you can reach the mausoleum of Yu King the Great in the south. The homage ceremony to the mausoleum of Yu King the Great is an old local tradition.